out of the way. Okay. The radiator just lifts right out once you disconnect the connectors. I guess I better take those off. Harbor Freight. The angle ones work really good for these Toyota split clamps. And they got the 2 teeth, or 3 teeth, I guess. And when you're reaching down like this, you slide the clamp back. Oh, there's still some fluid in there. That's a good sign. Get das Bucket. Das Clean Bucket. Don't lose your rubbers. Take the reservoir off. Okay. Let's see. And this should just come right out. Voila. Well, it feels like there's some still fluid in there, so. Lots of paper towels. Paper towels are good. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. If any of y'all are wondering what this is, map sensor. When I used to be turboed. Turbo. Turbos are fun. I might yank all that shit out. I don't even honestly know if I want to keep this car. Kind of burned out on it. Had it for 18 years. It's run its course. Let's take the intake off. Yellow nut driver. And this is an AEM cold air intake that I recut, turn it into like a short ram to avoid hydrolock, which is known to happen in this when we do get rain. Okay, let's see here. What's holding that on? I'll just pull that guy off. Pull that guy off. Take the MAF sensor off. See if I can get in there with these. Probably won't be able to move the connector down. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Alright. Screwdriver. One that I put back away. This will probably work. I'm also getting some evap codes. Okay, we're back in action. I just took the intake out, set it up there. Kind of got my tools all together. Once the battery was charged up on the GoPro. So let's see here. What's next? Looks like we need to take the air conditioning off, the alternator, the intake manifold, the exhaust, and what I like to do is I disconnect all the harness and move it over here. Got to get the battery and the ECU out of the way. So first things first, let's wipe up some of the drippy. Let's do the exhaust, so I don't have to be climbing around underneath anymore. So let's see here. We need, I like to use my 1/2-inch ratchet, shrinky downy, oh, and a large extension. I think that's all we need. And the good old 14mm. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Where's my creeper? Oh, there it is.
Do you need anything?
Oh. Oh. I apologize for the view, if you can't see what I'm looking at here. Front O2 sensor. Actually, no, I'm sorry. That's the wideband that I've got in there. Don't really need it right now because I'm no longer boosted. But we were talking about putting a blower on this thing a while back. That, of course, fizzled because, well, for reasons. So here's the first O2. And right here, there's two 14mm. Man, it is nasty underneath this thing. Let's see if I can get the best angle here. You have a date with the pressure washer, my friend. Oh! Ow! Smashed my finger. Fuck. Ouch. Oh. Man. This is where it would be really nice to have a lift. Reach up there. Spring bolt number 1. And let's see if I can get this one right here. Oh. Oh shit. Let's see. Oh, and the power steering. Okay. Okay, spring bolt number 2. Alright, here's the bearing carrier, and usually I take that off. And then here's the power steering pump. There's 2 bolts nuts and bolts. There's one right here. You go through, and then you go. So you go through the holes or the openings in the pulley, and then yeah, that's why I take this off to get to them on the other side. And that's another 14 millimeter. Oh, let's just do it this way. Wow. Oh. God, I hate doing this crap underneath here. Let's get another bolt right up here. Oh. Come on. That one wasn't as tight. Hopefully you guys can see all this. I know these parts are kind of boring. Listen to me grunt and groan while I'm underneath here. Fiddle fucking with this thing. Oh. Alright. Oh. Okay. Shit falling in my face. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So, another thing that you could reference this video for is, I guess not right now, but I'm going to make a video series out of this because I'm going to tear this motor down. So we'll get all that, and then my little trick to putting the power steering pumps back in. Let's see if I can just bust these loose here. No, I think the nut's moving with it. Oh, that broke loose. Let's see if I, oh, I can. Look at that. All right. Okay, there's nut number one. Let's see if we can get nut number two. Oh, come on, baby. Oh, nice. Oh, fuck, I hate rolling on these creepers. Alright. Oh, damn. There we go. Guess I should get a flashlight. Oh, watch out for falling nuts. Falling D's nuts. Oh, it's stuck. There it goes. Alright. Don't lose these. Pain in the ass. Pull the other bolt out. Alright. Find the other nut. There it is. Alright. Let me get a flashlight and my pry bar, and I'll show you what to do next. Damn. Okay. First thing to do, wipe your hands off. Okay. Pry bar should be in here. That one might do the trick, but Probably not. Okay, this guy. And what was the other thing I was looking for? Pry bar. Oh, flashlight. Flashlight. Let's see, does this one work? Cheap ass Harbor Freight shit don't work. Nope. Oh, come on, I know I got another one of these dingle bobbers somewhere. I don't see it anywhere. My old army, look at that. Like an old army flashlight, man. I've been out of the army for 20 freaking years, and this thing still works. Oh, here it is. Let's see. Alright. Alright. Out of the way, creeper. Okay, so there's your power steering pump. And right on the bottom here, up inside, if you can see it, there's a notch right there. Get your pry bar in and pry it out, just like that. And they're tight. The trick... Alright, I'm going to put the light down and get this thing out. Get out of my way. Oh, fucking plastics. Oh, there we go. So, now the pump is free. Okay. I think that's everything down here. Let's go back up top. Oh. Okay. Alright. Let's get the AC, which is 12 millimeters. You know what? Let's get the harness out of the way. Oh, let's get the ECU and shit out of the way. And the battery. Maybe I should have taken the battery off a long time ago, huh? What do you think? Motherfucker. Of course, when you get Mickey Mouse shit on here. Where's my 10 millimeter? That should be a 12. I don't think I have a 10 out. $11, 10. Oh, nice and tight. Oh. Somewhere. Aha! These are good to have. They're like 80 cents at Harbor Freight. Little brass brush. Knock all this corrosion and shit off. Okay, that I don't think it's a 12. It's probably some Mickey Mouse 13 or 11. Hey, look at that, it's 12. Oh yeah, oh look at that. That's probably all that corrosion on there because it's not very tight. And what is this? Now, if you notice, I got a zip tie over here because I'm Mickey Mouse like that. I lost the dingle bobber, who's your daddy, fucky fucky. Take that out. Get my snippers. Snippers, Harbor Freight. Oh, it's not even hooked up anymore. It's snapped. In the trash. Alright. Okay. That out of the way. Okay, 10 millimeter. Get the ECU out. I remember a long time ago, there was I forget what the thread was over. It was on New Celica, long time ago. And somebody was asking, I don't know whether it was how to install a Power FC. Let me turn this down a little bit. Okay, and I said, you know that cover under your hood that says do not remove or do not open? Open it! And somebody actually quoted me on that in their signature. It was pretty funny. Okay, there's the ECU. There's my extra wiring that I added for lift. Boy. And I'm an engineer. That's Mickey Mouse, huh? Alright. So you take all these out. Now, if you're doing this for the first time, you should have a screw right there. And I'm pretty sure I've got that in my guide. Just take the ECU out. Look at that, ECU. And I'm going to take a Sharpie. I'm just going to put on here 2001 GTS. Because you never know when you're going to get something different. And I'll set that there. Want some ECU porn? Look at all those. Alright. Alright, now you just push on the grommet, pull these out. This blue plug is a ground block. It's just all grounds. All tying grounds together. Same with all these. These are all grounds. Where's the real pretty shit now, man? Game over, man. Best line ever. Alright. 10. Actually, I need the 12. And an extension. Where did my extensions go? Let's see. There's one on the floor there. Oh. It's game over, man. Yeah, build a fire, sing a couple of songs. Why don't we try that? $10mm. Let's see. Should get another little tray. Do I have any more tray? I got some trays over there. See here. What are these? I don't know. This is all shit from the This is all from the FRS supercharger install. 17 days. 17 days? Hey man, I'm running a creamery less 17 hours. Okay, I'm not going to bore you with that. Set that out of the way. Let's put her in charge. Let's see. Alright, disconnect the harness, pop this guy out. These are cool, you just pull this little tab right here, and they'll slide right off. Ouch. Alright. Evap hose out of the way. Alright, here's the fuel line. Let's get the rest of this shit out of the way. Now these... No, they're tight. Okay. Didn't really have to do that. Don't know why. Okay. So back underneath here, there's a sensor for the power steering. Don't really know exactly what it does, because if it's hooked up or it's not, it doesn't report anything. Doesn't throw a check engine light. I'm sure the computer probably uses it somehow. I would assume that it senses a load and raises the idle slightly, kind of like the old vacuum style did. And I can't get to it because I already disconnected the pump from the engine. So let's see, I gotta reach down. There it is. Got it. Alright. Now, being that these cars are getting up in age, these connectors are notoriously going to break. If they do, if you have any broken connectors, what you do is you look on the sides here, right there. Is that it? Can't see it. Was it on there? Where's that little light? Where's that flashlight? You look in the connectors, and there should be 5 numbers. 17885. That's the part number for these connectors. And Toyota uses a 10-digit number. The first 5 is 90980 dash, and then whatever these numbers are. So, like if you look on the injector plug, I don't see it. It must be on the other side. But you look on the plugs, and there'll be a part number right on them. Can't see them. Of course, my old fucking eyes. Getting old sucks. I think I've said that once or twice, haven't I? There, like that one. 11261. Oh, here's something else that I forgot to mention. I already did it. When you do a 1ZZ, 2ZZ swap, you have to swap the red and the brown wire. God, I should cut all that off and just relume it. So, like I said, this was a 1ZZ harness with a 2ZZ in it. The wires were swapped. I already swapped them back. I'll show you how to do it. And I also, it's in my guide too, but what you do is you get a pick like this, And this little white piece is the lock. Pop that out. Don't lose it. Then when you look down inside here, you can see a tab that holds the pin in. You just lift up on the tab, and it helps if you have another body. But you lift up on the tab, and you just pull the pin right out, just like that. Easy peasy. So you pull the red and the brown, you swap them, put them right back in, they click in, they're locked, and then you take the lock and you lock them in for good. That's how you do that. Alright, let's see here. Where'd my 10 go? 10 is on the Who's Your Daddy here. Ugh. There's 2 grounds on the block, or on the head. They're actually on the lift actuator. So you just unscrew those. There's one. Put the bolt back in the same hole so you don't lose it. And again, since this harness is a onesie harness, everything doesn't quite line up where it should. Let's get that fuel rail out of the way. To get the fuel rail out of the way, there's 2 little, I don't know what color they are, but you pinch them in the middle, either on the top or the bottom, and you just pull it right off the fuel line. And you might get some fuel. There you go. See this? So you pinch it, and you pinch it. You pinch it like that, and it moves the little lockies out of the way. And you take the fuel rail off. Okay. Where'd that 10 go? Ah, I love the smell of gasoline. But you know what's better than that? Race fuel. Yeah. Nothing smells better than race fuel. That's kind of odd that that was loose. Alright, let's see here. Let's get these off. Be real careful. Ouch, shit! My fingers are old. My hands are old. Everything hurts. Okay. There, see there? There's a broken connector. No locking tab. I should replace that guy. God, this harness is showing its age. 12. Bah! I'm thinking I might get some compressed air and just kind of blow some shit out of here before I open this all up. Cover your eyes. All right, let's see here. AC connector, 10 millimeter here. There should be a little plastic cover over this. Obviously, over the years, that has disappeared. If you haven't disconnected the battery yet when you're doing this guy, you better, because if you touch this off to anything, it's going to go bzzz. And it'll probably blow your 120 amp fuse and all other crap. Get this out of the way. Drippy, drippy gasoline. I'll find a place for that. I'll stick it right there. How about that? Guess it doesn't really matter too much since I'm pulling this whole motor apart. Alright. Lift this out of the way. Get the grounds out of the way. Oh yeah, the water temp sensor. There's a water temp sensor underneath here. There it is. Okay, this is probably where I take the intake manifold off. It's got 12s. So I think there's what? There's 3 bolts. Wow, look at that. That bolt's completely loose. You know, I wonder if that's part of my well, no, I mean, I still have a weak cylinder. Nut right there on a stud. This guy was loose. Okay, better put these somewhere safe. Okay, so one of these went right here, and the other, this guy, went right there. These can go in the same bucket with these. These are what? These were the battery trays. Okay. And then there's a 14 right underneath here. 14. Where's my 14? Is it down here still? Oh, yep, there it is. Oh. Oh. This extension's probably too long. Ooh, is that guy loose too? Look at that. No. Yeah, it was. It was loose. All right. Okay. Now the manifold's ready to come off. Let's see if I can get this plug off. Oh, why is that stuck on there? There. Okay. So underneath, oh, I forgot about those guys. There's a, on regular 2ZZ deals, there's a bracket. It goes from this guy to that guy. You gotta take that out, and then there's a 12mm right here that you gotta get out. And you want the 6" or so. I don't know why I'm missing that bracket. That's very irresponsible. But hey, that's how I treat my cars. If I ever work on anybody else's car, that doesn't happen. Okay, what's holding you down? Probably the powder coat around that stud. Oh, what is holding you on? There we go. Oh, idle air control valve. Okay. And there's my beautiful intake manifold. Oh, we'll just set that right there. Okay, let's see. You know, it really doesn't look that bad down in there. This is what I like to do, even though it's all coming apart. And I will clean everything. That ain't gonna work. Okay. All right, let's see. Okay, so here's your knock sensor. And it connects to this little mini harness here. Well, it's supposed to. There's, again, this is a 1ZZ harness. So on the 2ZZs, there should be a little tab, like a mini harness. And this piece is probably on it, and the crank position sensor, they clip onto this. This is your dipstick. What else is down here? Oh, the oil pressure sensor, which is right here. Oh man, this thing is filthy. And that just slipped right off. Okay, what's holding us down here? Pull this little tab out right there. Set that out of the way. Okay, starter. Man, it is really freaking dirty in here. Let's get this out of the way. Still haven't done the AC yet. Alright, let's see here. 12, where's my other ratchet? Ratchet, ratchet, ratchet. It's like the elusive 10mm. Where did it go? Did I set it down over here? I don't see it. Come on, guys. Not the one I want, but it'll do the job. You know, back in the heyday when we were racing, all this AC shit came off. Good old Boosted and Elusive. Dave and Jason, two of my best buds. I'm at work one day and they're like because race car. And they tore my AC all out of the car. I was not real happy about it. But let's get the air conditioner alternator out of the way. 12 millimeter right here. Cheater trick. Guy that invented ratchet wrenches is awesome. Okay, and there's a 14 right there. This one's usually too tight to do by hand. Could you imagine with a regular wrench fiddle fucking with this thing? So we can do it with two hands here. Wiggle the alternator, makes it a little easier to get